G'day friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan and this channel is all about my adventures travelling around Australia solo and living out of my 2004 Nissan X-Trail and my mission to visit every lighthouse on the Australian mainland. I left my home in the state of Victoria in southern Australia in March 2024 and I've been making my way north up the east coast visiting lighthouses on the way. So if you've been watching, you'd have seen in my last few videos my adventures finding all the lighthouses around Sydney. Now if you haven't seen those videos yet, you can watch them by using the links in the description below. So in my last video I was just setting off at the end of a fantastic day towards Newcastle. It's a journey of about 175 kilometres and it took just over 2.5 hours. It was pretty late when I arrived at my destination that night. It also rained pretty much all the way there, so it was a slow and a drive that took a lot of concentration, so I was really relieved to get there. And I was so lucky to be staying with a dear friend when I got there, and it was really nice to catch up and come off the road for a few days and enjoy those creature comforts of a house and good company. So while I was in Newcastle, I visited the lighthouse there. It's Nobby's Lighthouse. It's gorgeous. It's on this rock that sort of just overlooks this amazing beach. So let's take a look at those videos now. Hi guys, I'm in Newcastle. I'm just making a video. I'm in Newcastle staying with a dear friend and walking the beach heading towards Nobby's Lighthouse in Newcastle. I'll turn look, I'm sorry about this ridiculous hat, but the sun has finally come out in New South Wales. I didn't think I'd see it happen, but it has. I'll turn the camera around and show you where I'm walking. It's amazing. How beautiful is this? The beach in Newcastle, as you can see, Nobby's Lighthouse on top of the hill there that we're heading towards. And I'll just give you a quick panorama. Oh, that water was good. It's just... Okay, let's keep going towards this beautiful lighthouse. There guys, it's the Nobby's Lighthouse here at Newcastle. It's just been magical walking along this amazing beach with this lighthouse overlooking the beach. It's on like this sort of random rock cliff. It's just beautiful. Oh, that water is lovely. Okay, I'm gonna go keep up with my friend. It's just been wonderful catching up with a good friend and seeing a lighthouse too. It's great. So after a wonderful few days in Newcastle, I actually had to backtrack about 55 kilometres and an hour and a half's drive back towards Sydney to visit a lighthouse that I'd missed on the way up. So that was the Norah Head Lighthouse. Let's take a look at that. Hey everyone, I'm just pulling up at Norah Head. I've actually had to backtrack a bit from Newcastle back towards Sydney to Norah Head because I missed a lighthouse. But I was driving between Sydney and Newcastle in the dark, so I couldn't have seen it anyway. But this is magnificent here. Let me turn the camera around and show you. I've just stepped up onto a viewing platform and it's fantastic. I'll show you now. See, I've just stepped up here and isn't this beautiful? This is Norah Head and that's the Norah Head Lighthouse, which is absolutely magnificent. Let me get closer. There's a path here to follow and we'll be there in a few minutes and I'll get my selfie and show you a bit more up close. first, of course, before I go, so I'm going to get my selfie and take a couple of photos. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I can do a lighthouse tour. It costs $10 for an adult, and I've decided I'm not going to do it. I have done lighthouse tours in the past. The most recent one, I guess, was Cape Otway down in Victoria, and that was pretty great. But I have to turn around and head back up to Newcastle and beyond, because I want to get to see the lighthouse at Point Stephens, and it's on an island just off Cape Fingal or Fingal Point, and I have to be there at low tide so I can walk across to the island off Fingal Spit. And low tide is in about 3 hours, maybe less, and I've got about a 2.5 hour drive, so I think I better go. There's one last look at the Norah Head Lighthouse. It's very, very lovely here, and the sun's kind of come out, which is nice to shine and make it all seem much brighter and lovely. And it's quite warm today, which is nice. Alright, back to the car and back the way we came and beyond to get to Point Stephens before low tide. Guys, I am in Nelson Bay and I'm at a place called Fingal Point, I think, and I'm gonna the lighthouse I'm gonna see here is not actually on the Australian mainland. It's on an island which is just off the point here, and apparently at low tide you can walk across. It took me longer to get here than I thought, so it's about half an hour after low tide, so I'm gonna have to assess whether it's going to be safe enough to actually go across. And once I'm across, there is quite a walk and looks like quite a steep climb to the lighthouse itself. So I'm also going to have to assess if it is safe to cross, whether I'm going to have time to do the whole walk and get back before the tide turns again. So, a bit to take in. Anyway, I'm just about to see the beach, so I'll turn the camera around and show you what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm looking around and I don't see a lighthouse. I'm going to have to check Google Maps and see where exactly it is. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful beach though. What an amazing beach. This is beautiful. I may just go back to the car and get my swimmers on. This is glorious. And I've come from that gorgeous beach there, and I've been scrambling over these rocks, and I'm going that way to apparently where the spit of land is called Fingal Spit, where you could walk out to the island. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I'm starting to get feelings of foreboding about it. But let's go and have a look. Oh, I think I need to have two hands while I do this. I'll pick you guys up on the other side. So it's definitely the right place. The lighthouse is apparently on the other side of that island. I'm just wondering now if I'm going to have time. And my poor feet on these rocks, I'm going to have to put my thongs, my flip-flops back on and get on the other side of this. I'm going to need two hands. I'll meet you on the other side. Okay, I made it to the other side and I can see people coming back. So I'm going to ask them how long it takes to get to the lighthouse and then check the tides and see if I've got time. My other option, which is probably the safest option, is to camp overnight and do this tomorrow. But tomorrow's a work day, so I'll have to fit it in. But I'm sure I can manage it. Anyway, I might still be able to get it done now, depending on how long it takes. I'll talk to these people. Fingers crossed. Well, I just spoke with a person coming back. She's actually a local and she walks out there pretty much every day, and she advised me that the tide's already turned and it's coming back in and the seas are quite rough and high today, so she advised me not to try it today but to do it tomorrow, and to make sure I'm here at the crossing point an hour before low tide to give myself enough time. And then she gave me directions to a beach out there on the other side which has got lots and lots of shells, so that's something I'll definitely check out tomorrow. So now I'm gonna enjoy this beach for a bit, maybe go back to the car and get my my swimmers, and find a nice place to camp tonight and do this tomorrow. Well, I'm going to tell you the truth, I'm not too sad about not being able to go out to the lighthouse today, because it means I get to stay in this beautiful area and do it all again tomorrow. So happy to be here. So guys, after enjoying the beach for a while, I went back into Nelson Bay, the township, and enjoyed a lunch and explored the area. And while I was exploring, I discovered another lighthouse of sorts. It was a really lucky find when I climbed up this headland. Let's take a look at those shots. Hi guys, I'm puffing a bit. I've just climbed up quite a steep hill to the marine rescue, marine rescue people. What's it called here? The Marine Rescue. That's it, of Point Stephens. And this building behind me is actually a lighthouse. That octagonal room there has got a light in it, which they shine out across the harbour. I'll get closer and show you. In that window there is a light that they used to shine. Had a lantern with a reflecting bowl behind it. Oh, I can't see anything in there except my face. So this was actually the lighthouse, and there's a red lantern in there with a reflecting bowl behind it. Pretty nice view from up here. So I didn't get to the lighthouse out on the island today, but I did get to see this one, and tomorrow I'm going to go and do the one out on the island. And so we are, oops, sorry, goodness, terrible filming, I'm so sorry. We're here, and the island where we were earlier today is here, and that's where I'm going to go tomorrow, and the lighthouse is out on this side. So that's going to be fun. Well, this is where I park for the night. It is just magnificent here. This is Nelson Bay. There are pelicans coming in. Yachts coming in. Oh, there's a dolphin. Holy moly. And the sun is setting and it is just magical. My gosh, there's a dolphin just close in at the end of the pier. Oh look, there's one just went in at the end of the pier. There's another one out there. There's dolphins just here at the end of the pier. It's so cool. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please click like and subscribe. I really appreciate it if you do. And I hope you come and join me in the next video when I do reattempt that low tide crossing out to Fingal Island and the Point Stephens Lighthouse. Stay well till then, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.